let us talk about something that is super important for every modern day organization. What is it? Can you guess? The role of HRD managers and the challenges that they face in today's fast changing world. You know, being an HRD professional today is like being the coach, the cheerleader, the crisis manager, and the IT help desk all rolled into one. Okay, it is a tough job, yes. Let us understand how this role has evolved as well as what all things it takes to thrive in it. Okay, so let us do a quick recap once again about who exactly is an HRD professional, right? An HRD professional, this person is the one who is responsible for making sure that the people in an organization are continuously learning, that they are growing and staying motivated. Whether it is through training, career development, or helping employees adjust to the change, human resource development professionals make sure that the human in human resource is completely developed. So, in short, they just don't hire people, but they help people bloom, right? Bloom like a well fed money plant. But here is the twist, the job is not getting any easier. In fact, HRD professionals today face a whole new set of emerging issues. One big challenge is adapting to the way work is changing, right? Thanks to AI, remote work, globalization, all these things, HRD managers are now having to update themselves faster than a phone's software updates. They must ensure that employees stay motivated, that they feel loyal, even though everyone's LinkedIn feed is full of "we are hiring" posts. Correct? There are jobs everywhere. How do you make sure that your employees don't switch ships? Right? It is the task of HRD. If HRD is awesome, then that happen. And then there is a big task of creating diverse and inclusive workplaces also. So it is not just about hiring people from different backgrounds, but rather it is about making sure that everyone feels welcome, everyone feels respected, right? Whether they are from Delhi or Denmark, right? And let's not forget remote teams. It is like leading a virtual team is we all know if someone has done it, it is like playing or managing a cricket team over a Zoom call, right? You have to keep the morale high, you have to ensure that the communication is smooth. At the same time, you also have to make sure that you're meeting deadlines. And all of these things without anyone ghosting the meetings, right? Another headache that HR managers are facing these days is the data, right? HR decisions today are not just about gut feelings anymore. You need to have analytics, you need to have those metrics and dashboards. If Excel was a person, then most HRD managers would probably owe it a coffee, right? On top of that, they must also keep employee data secure also. There are a lot of cyber threats going around, and one leak, you might be in more trouble than a WhatsApp chat gone wrong, correct? So, emerging issues in HRD that these HRD professionals are facing today. You can say that they include the technological shift, the talent wars, diversity needs, remote works, privacy concerns, adapting to laws across different countries because globalization is a norm these days, right? And all these things while also trying to prepare employees for jobs that don't even exist yet, right? It is like being expected to run tomorrow's race with today's shoes. Okay, now let us switch a little bit. Let us switch our gears a little bit and let us look at the roles that HRD professionals play in the organization. Think of them as wearing multiple hats, right? And some of these hats are even invisible. One major role that any HRD professional today have to play is that of a strategic partner. They just don't support business strategy, right? They help create it. By aligning these HR practices with business goals, these guys ensure that the workforce is future ready. Then comes talent development, a talent developer's hat, right? Here, HRD managers design training programs which will help employees sharpen their skills and grow in their careers. So, if you joined a company knowing only PowerPoint and now you are pro at analytics also, then the which department you have to thank? You have to thank that HRD team, right? They also act as change managers. Whether the company is adopting some new technology or whether they are going through a merger, it is the HRD folks who help employees deal with all the stress and uncertainty that will be running around in that organization. They hold the hands of the employees while saying, relax, we will get you through all this and we'll get through all this together. Right? Even if internally they are also freaking out, they'll not show it. Right? Another important role is of being a culture builder. And when we say culture builder, we all know that a positive work culture doesn't happen by chance, right? It is carefully nurtured through values, norms, and rituals. Ever seen companies celebrating silly stuff like Yellow Day, Ethnic Day, and all? I think it was last month when we had a tropical day or something like that in our organization, in the organization that I am working. The theme was that we were asked to wear costumes which give off a tropical vibe. So these are all often HRD efforts, okay, that are there to build some, a sense of bonding and fun. Let's not forget the role of HRD as a performance enabler. As the performance enabler, HRD professionals design the appraisal systems and feedback mechanisms which will help people perform better. And therefore, if it is done right, they will inspire people, right? But if it goes wrong, then employees are going to start looking for jobs on Naukri.com, Shine.com, Monster Jobs, all those places. Okay, so today's HRD managers are also data analysts. They use data to understand what is working and what is not working. Whether it is the training program or the new onboarding process or employee satisfaction, numbers today speak louder than any assumptions that you might be having. They are also employee brand builders, brand builders, my bad, employer brand builders. HRD professionals help create that cool company image which attracts top talent, which makes you the number one place to work. Right? You know all those fancy Instagram reels where employees are seen chilling with bean bags, smoothies, all those things? HR only. HR had that hand in that also. And don't forget, HR managers are also technologists these days, right? They have to use HR software, they have to automate the processes, they also have to handle digital onboarding. If an HRD person doesn't know their way around a dashboard, then they are going to be in trouble. They are also very good global navigators because in today's world, businesses operate across different geographies. And that means knowing about labor laws in different countries, understanding cultural sensitivities of different countries. All these things matter. And all of this are still keeping everything running smoothly. That is the major point here, right? Now, I want to quickly clarify something which students often confuse, right? HRD managers versus HR managers. What is the difference? What is the similarity between an HRD manager and an HR manager? Both both these roles, they are important, but they are a little bit different. An HR manager is like the admin of a team, right? They handle payroll, recruitment, compliance, and general HR policies. On the other hand, if you are an HRD manager, then it is more like the trainer and the strategist. They focus on learning growth and long term development. You can say that an HR manager will help you get in the door, right? And the HR manager is going to help you get into the room, into the organization. And an HRD manager will help you climb the ladder once you are in the organization. Now, times have changed, so the role of HRD managers have also changed. Earlier, they were more focused on conducting training sessions and handling paperwork, but today, they are also expected to align talent with strategy, use data for decisions, promote inclusion, prepare for future trends, and they are therefore no longer seen as just training people, but instead they are seen as business enablers who release human potential and who realize human potential and drive performance. So, if I we can wrap this session by saying that HRD professionals are wearing many hats. We saw, right? All these hats they are wearing. and they are juggling multiple responsibilities from being a strategic partner, talent developer to acting as change agents and culture builders. They are doing everything, and they are doing it with Excel sheets, empathy, and a lot of coffee. At the same time, they also face several emerging issues like globalization, startup culture, digital disruptions, generational diversity, ethnic diversity, legal complexity, all these things, right? And make sure that if you're writing an exam answer on this, remember to focus on the major roles that they play, right? uh, and the emerging issues that they deal with. These are two of the major areas from where exam in term and examination questions have come up. And while you're writing your answer, make sure you're using phrases like strategic partner, talent development, data driven decision making. These key words, if you can write down and underline them and then give an explanation to these, it will be great. Right? If you want to impress the evaluator, you can also mention how HRD has evolved and how they contribute to both individual and organizational growth, success, all these things as well. Okay, so that is it for unit number 5. I'll see you in the next unit. Until then, thank you, take care, happy learning.